Shalom. For every spiritual problem, there is a prophet meant for it. Until that prophet is located, you will never find solution. So, connect with your prophet today and unlock the purpose of your life.
Shalom.
Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, the awakened one, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great seer, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, Biafra spiritual leader, the awakened one, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great seer, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, aka na-agwọ ọrịa, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great seer, anyị sokwa gị n'azụ. Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, onye amụma Biafra, anyị sokwa gị n'azụ. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great seer, ihe kwuru na-eme. Onye amụma Yahuwah, the great seer, the difference is clear.
Shalom. This is the Master Prophet. Today, I'll be saying something. Today. Shalom, this is the Master Prophet, young Joshua Yawns, where Yahuwah speak to his servant, the prophet. I'm using a subject that says Buhari dumped Aisha, that Buhari has dumped his wife. Don't judge me yet. A lot of people has heard that I said Buhari. Maybe they will be offended. So don't be offended. I heard a lot of things that is going on in the media that Buhari has. This is too loud for me. Excuse me. So I'm using a caption that says Buhari has dumped his wife. There are two things that is wrong in that caption, but I'm using that as a caption. Shalom, my dear brother Felix from China. Shalom, my sister Hestefen. Shalom. Buhari is dead, so Buhari cannot dump his wife. Whoever that is sitting on behalf of Buhari cannot be running around going out with Buhari's wife, cannot be traveling outside the country with Buhari's wife. Buhari's wife being a traditional old-fashioned woman, she's not all those so-called, modern women. She's old, traditional women. The husband passed away. There is no how she will be running around with the man, traveling outside the country with the man alone. So that's why this man, now president of Nigeria, has to get a wife that he will be going out with. So my caption is wrong. I said Buhari dumped Aisha, which is his wife. But Buhari has already passed away, as the master prophet has revealed in my vision. But you have to understand that I'm the one that killed him. After when I realized that he want to threaten somebody that is close to me. So I took care of him. Now, it makes sense that this man that is in Asarok now needs a wife, needs to bring in a woman so that they will be going out together. So there is something that I'm seeing and I'm hearing. When this woman will come in, Buhari's wife is going to be now isolated, and Buhari's wife will no longer be happy. She will now be speaking forcefully, and you will hear her begin to say, these people are destroying the legacy of my husband, which is Buhari. Anytime you hear Buhari's wife said, there are people destroying the legacy of my husband, you have to understand, you see, our people, they have coconut on their head. They don't comprehend. They don't understand when somebody is speaking in a mystical way. You know, because our people are used to the pastor telling them things, plain things. Pastor breaking down things for them. Pastors describing them hellfire, describing them heaven, how heaven is going to be. So they are used to it. So they don't understand when somebody is speaking in a mystical form. So one day you will hear Buhari's wife will say, there are people destroying the legacy of my husband. What it means, Buhari is dead. There are people that have taken his place, destroying everything that he has built, doing things that the real Buhari will not do. Now, there are things that real Buhari will not do. And this one sitting as Buhari is doing them. You see, I'm not telling you this thing so that you like me. This is not what I'm telling. I'm not here to shout, oh hell Biafra. Because what I realize is the only thing that our people listen is anybody saying, oh hell Biafra. As I've said yesterday or day yesterday, that one day, devil, Satan, Chaktan, Lucifer will come in a human form and he will shout, oh hell Biafra, that Igbo people will run to the bush to bow their coconut head to him or to her, and all of them will be slaughtered because they have coconut on their head and they could not comprehend, because the only thing, they are needy, greedy. They don't mind how it comes about. They just want it. They just want to suck it. They want to suck it like a sponge. It's just like if you're a man, you caught a girl that you like in a bad spot, and you don't mind. You just want to get done with the act. In that time, you don't think whether she has gonorrhea. In that time, you don't think whether she has AIDS. You just have to get done with the game. One day, devil will come to this planet Earth with gonorrhea, with herpes, with AIDS, and will come in the form of a beautiful woman and will shout, "Oh, hail Biafra." Our people will run and fall into the bed with him, with her, because they don't compromise, they don't comprehend. So when time shall come, one day Buhari's wife will be saying things, will say, "They are destroying the legacy of my husband. They are destroying the legacy of my husband. They are destroying the legacy of my husband." And even they will try to put her in a tight corner. You remember there was something that happened last year or last 2 years. They said one Buhari's wife, friend or sister, that they arrested her for embezzlement of, is it 50 million naira, which means nothing. So if Buhari was alive, they would not arrest the sister or the sister's friend. If Buhari was alive, it's because Buhari was not alive. That's why they're able to torture that woman because of a little chicken change. That money that Buhari can give to his wife, to his son, to go and buy, Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? So all those little things are things that you have to put 1, 2 together. You see, as somebody that are in the prophetic, somebody that had dreams, see vision, that is the way that I put things together. Sometimes in a dream, I see some little things. I'm able to put 1, 2, 2, or I hear something. Like when I was researching the Bible, I started from Yahushua. I realized that Yahushua, that Jesus is something that is forged, fake. I know Nigerians like the word fake. Fake, forged, something that I made up. So as I was researching who is Yahushua and who is Jesus. I come to understanding after my research that Jesus never existed. That Jesus is something that is made 425 years ago. It is written in King James Bible in 1611. King James Bible 1611. King James. So I'm putting some information together. So as I come to understanding that Jesus never existed, everything about Christianity, I throw them in the garbage. Because if Jesus never existed, everything is a suspect. Heaven is suspect. Hell is suspect. Devil is suspect. Everything is suspect. And after I get done with that, I begin to research. Then I begin to understand the Yahushua, the black man. I begin to understand that he's a man like me, a man that transcended the mind, a man that you should not worship. I know in the next 400-500 years, a lot of people is going to be worshiping me. This is what happened to Yahushua. This is what happened to Buddha. Buddha passed away about approximately 5,000 years ago. People are worshiping Buddha. There are more people that worship Buddha than Christians, than joined Christianity and Judaism and Islam. So you have to have the ability to put things, to smell something that is not right. Not that whatever, anytime you hear something, boom, you run. When somebody said, In Jesus' name, you run. God must be there. The Supreme must be there. If somebody said, let us pray in the name of the Father, you go. You thought that the Supreme will be there. Anytime you hear somebody say, hallelujah, you go. You think that Supreme must be there. It's not necessary so. It's not everybody that calls all hail Biafra has your best interest at heart. These days we have all these criminals, pastors. Time to time they have Biafran Day. Even the Catholic Church allow their parishioners to bring in Biafran flag during the time of what they call it, harvest. They said all IPOB people come and make harvest. People will come there shouting. Where's that Biafran song? Divine, can you remember me the Biafran song? Genau. Ụmụnne de Biafra anyị nọ n'ebe a. Ebee ka olileanya unu dị? Take it easy now. So you have to understand. So you think that priest has your best interest in that? No, because the priest sees you as a fool. He knows you have coconut on your head. And they know how to dangle the carrot. And you follow because you lost your mind. Because you're a fool of 40. Because your ancestors died in this religion. And you still dug your coconut head in the religion. And very soon you will die, still die in the religion. And they know how to get you, giving you what you want. You see how majority of Nigerians never comprehend that Buhari is dead. And now they are transitioning, removing Buhari's wife to bring another woman to take over so that you will see them be kissing. When Buhari was alive, we used to see time to time they will be coming from jet. They will hold hand together. They will come closer together. With this man, Buhari's wife don't come so close to him. She's pretending. She doesn't look into his eyes anymore. He doesn't look into her eyes. Because just like when you look to a woman that is bigger than you, you'll be afraid to look into her eyes. You will be, hiding your eyeball because it's that woman that kept him there. He's just like a houseboy. But a lot of people don't comprehend. And this man in Asarab can rule them for 1,000 years. They will still continue to be in slavery. This is typical black people. They love being in slavery. I thought that a lot of people would have comprehended that, knowing that Buhari has passed away years ago. But still, majority of Nigerians still think that Buhari is alive. So that's why I use that caption. I know it's gonna upset a lot of people, but when and I know there are some people from Biafran land, if they hear me, I said Buhari, they will first of all insult me. So in case if you hear somebody writing something wrong, know that that person doesn't have airtime, to watch my video. Awakening is the most greatest thing in the face of the earth. When you are awakened, it is difficult for people to fool you. When you are awakened, it is difficult for your pastor to fool you. When you are awakened, it is difficult for your politicians to fool you. When they come, you tell them, kiss my behind, because you are awakened. Our people are not awakened. That's why people are taking advantage of them. When you tell them, oh, hail Biafra, they follow you. And one day, Chakatan will come, the devil will come with Gloria, with Hopis, and shout, oh, hail Biafra. All of them will go into bed with her. They will put their coconut head in the pit. Awakening gives you the ability for you to comprehend, for you to know. So remember know that one day Buhari's wife will begin to show all those signs, will begin to say some certain things, begin to make some certain comments. Understand, comprehend, realize that she's trying to, there is no way she can fully announce what she's going through. Maybe her son will be killed. So this is transition. She's little by little, they are transiting. She's out of the game. So they want to get somebody officially to replace her. Buhari has been replaced unofficial, and Buhari's wife now will be replaced officially. If the rumor that I'm hearing that there is something that looks like what they call it, marriage. So you have to understand all those things. Things that are open are for the blind. Things that are hidden are for the children of the awakened one. Because they are the one that sees those hidden things. And the hidden things are not made for the normal people. It is not for you to understand them. You cannot comprehend them. Because it's too much, it's too deep for you. There are things that are too deep for you. It's not for you to know. In fact, there are things that I will tell you that is going on, that is happening. You cannot comprehend it. You will hit your chest and say, oh. So that's it. Awakening is greater than any other thing. The greatest awakening, the greatest independence that a man should have is you being awakened. The whole entire world can be given to you. Still, you can lose it in a minute because you're not awakened. Religion has taken everything that our people own, taken their dignity, the ability to think, the ability to comprehend. Religion has taken it away from them. So you can give them a state, they will lose that state in 1 minute, and they will give it back to the slave master. So that's how it is. You have to understand that there are things that is happening. And for you to navigate all those things, seek awakening. Seek awakening. If you are awakened, it is difficult for people to fool you. And it's just like something they said that Yahushua said. He said, if people who rule you, you see, those who lead you, if they say to you, the kingdom of the Supreme is in the air, the bed of the sky will precede you. If those who lead you tell you that the kingdom of the Elohim of Yahuwah, of Supreme, is in the sea. The fish of the sea will precede you. Is that rather the kingdom is inside of you and outside of you. You understand? You know what that means? There are some that are a key to that saying. To you that have coconut, you don't get it. To you that have religion, coconut, you will not, you missed it. There are one thing there is that those who lead you, don't think that 100% people who lead you will lead you into good. If they tells you that the kingdom, that means they will be pointing you somewhere else, but it's not where the kingdom is. It's inside you. And the kingdom is by awakening consciousness, transcending the mind. And when you transcend the mind, it is difficult for people to fool you. When you transcend the mind, it is difficult for people to fool you. It will not be easy for them. You cannot, it will not be easy to be fooled. So, little children, seek self-knowledge. Seek self-knowledge. Knowing who you are. Knowing who you are is not an easy thing. It's not it is a simple thing. In fact, it's a great thing to know who you are. It's just like you are like children of the slave, and somebody come to you and said, know who you are. Is it the wrong thing? Know who you are. But he said, no, you don't want to know. When you know who you are, it will be difficult for people to take advantage of you. It will be difficult for people to fool you. And you get it all the time. You have to understand there are something that you need to really comprehend is that the greatest power on this earth, everything lies inside of you. Everything is inside of you. You have to understand that you have the power to keep yourself. You have the power to take yourself. You have the power to change yourself, your life, everything about you. You can reprogram yourself. You are the light of the world. I am the light of the world. I am one with the divine. You are one with the divine. Maybe you don't see it that you are. It's okay. I'm not going to force you to claim what you are not. Yes, you are not. I understand. But I am. I am in the image of the Supreme. I am made, designed, fashioned in the image. If you have seen me, You have seen the Father. I am the divine. I am one with Elohim. Let me use the word which you know. I am one with God. I am one with the universe. Universe is inside of me. This is awakening that our people need. Reprogramming the coconut on their head. No, your pastors will not like you to reprogram it. And when you reprogram it, you think different. You see different. You act different. And at that time, people can no longer take advantage of you. You are one with the divine. I am the light of the world. You are the light of the world. We are all the light of the world. Shalom.
Abungonye nuai, onye kambo nua. Abungonye, Master Prophet nechere mechichomai. Abungonye nuai, onye kambo nua. Abungonye, onyamoma Yahuwa nechere mechichomai. Abumonye nuwa, honye kambo nuwa. Abumonye, Master Prophet nechere mechichomae. Abumonye nuwa, honye kambo nuwa. Abumonye, Master Prophet nechere chichoma. Abumonye nuwa, honye kambo nuwa. Abumonye, Master Prophet nechere mechichoma. Abumonye nuwa, onye kambo nuwa. Abumonye.
Something to all my fans out there. My name is Tom Prince, aka Sampe Master. I know many people will be asking the secret of my fleshness and the secret of my beauty, the secret of my happiness. Yes, I will show you today. Yes, don't go anywhere. You need to go and get divine mother healing water. That is the secret of my fleshness and the secret of my good health. Yes. With this divine mother healing water, all your sickness will be over. If you are having hepatitis A, B, C, or you are having ulcer, or you are having rheumatism, or you are having heart problem, or kidney problem, liver problem, all you need to do is get divine mother healing water and your sickness will disappear immediately. With divine mother healing water, so fantastic, so good, your sickness will disappear. You will not complain anymore. And in case you are having chest pain or stroke or any problem, what? I still don't go anywhere. Just flush and get my your stroke will disappear. Your chest problem will disappear. All the pains you are having on your body will disappear immediately. Never forget autism or any pain on your body, because every human is something to my fans out there, something to their friends, something to the whole world, and something to IPOB, something to Master Prophet Yahweh, your something.